Jigsaw has a group of people going through tests and to confess what they did wrong in the past. So, the positives on this film are, this is one of the best looking Saw films. There's definitely a higher budget for the film. This and Spiral are the best looking Saw films. So it looks really good. It doesn't have a weird filter over the camera like Saw 3D. And it doesn't really look as bad like Saw 6 looked okay. Most of the Saw films looked okay. Jigsaw actually looks like it has a good budget, has a good camera for the filmography. So it's one of the best looking Saw films. This movie also toned down the gore a lot from Saw 3D, which is appreciated. It's a little more watchable. You can actually watch the story and these people in the traps. You can actually get engaged with it, and you can watch it just for the story alone. And the people in the traps do actually deserve to be in the traps. Anna smothered her baby. That's really dark, even for a Saw movie. Ryan caused a car crash, killing 3 people. Mitch sold John's nephew a faulty motorcycle that killed him. And Carly snatched a purse, accidentally killing a woman with asthma. So these are all pretty good reasons why they're in traps, why they're being tested. The bucket saw trap, where they just have buckets on them and they're being pulled in towards saws. I really like that trap. That's pretty cool, and it's technically a very easy trap, but not easy mentally, because all they have to do is cut themselves. They can cut their finger, cut their arm, cut their hand back, whatever. But I mean, it's mentally hard to actually be able to do that, to actually be able to hurt yourself. So, a very easy way to win the trap, but mentally hard to win the trap, if that makes sense. Which, I really do like that trap. I kind of like the death spiral trap that kills Mitch. That was pretty cool. Other than those two, I don't really remember anything else. Oh, the laser collar trap is actually pretty cool at the end of the game, or movie. At the end of the movie, that was also pretty cool. Not as cool as the bucket saw trap, but still cool. But speaking of the laser collar trap, I really like Detective Halloran's kill with it. Easily best kill of the movie, and one of my favorite kills of the franchise. He gets his head sliced into 8 pieces by the laser collar. So that's really cool. And it's pretty gory. But that's it for positives. On to the negatives. For the needle trap, when Carly has to pick a needle with a number on it, Carly said $3.53. She kind of whispered it, she whispered it, but it makes no sense that she actually didn't pick the needle or specifically say, hey, this one actually has this needle has a number that's relevant to me, that actually has that actually means something to me. So she didn't tell Ryan that, but apparently Mitch and Anna heard that, so who knows. But she didn't pick the needle with that number. So instead, Ryan had to be the jerk, and he had to stick all 3 of them into her so that all of them wouldn't die. So it's like Ryan shouldn't have done that. Ryan should have obviously heard her say it, because apparently Anna and Mitch heard her. But even if he didn't hear her, which he obviously didn't, Carly should have said it louder. Carly should have specifically said $3.53 or 3.53 or whatever. So it's it doesn't make sense, really. Another thing that doesn't make sense is how Jigsaw knew exactly where everyone will stand. There's only really two things that I can think of. Is he knew specifically Ryan would try to break out the door, and then he just happens to fall through the floorboards. His leg gets caught in the wires. So, and I think there was a tape recorder for Ryan exactly. So it's like, how do you know Ryan is gonna try and break open that door but fail? And then he also knew Mitch would Mitch would be the one to go to the tractor, take out the play tape recorder, and then take a few steps before playing it, and then the rope catches his leg and puts him in the death spiral. So it's like, how do you know that Ryan would break open the door? How do you know that Mitch would take a few steps? How do you even know Mitch would be the one to go up to the tractor to get the tape recorder? Although it does have his name on it, but still. And the final negative is the final twist of the detective story and the game story weren't at the same time. It's just lazy at this point. They pulled it off great in Saw 2, but now it's not creative. So it's not original. So honestly, there really hasn't been a fully good twist since Saw 2. Saw 1 and 2 have had fully good twists that have been in the positives. Saw 3 and on have been mixed at best, negatives at worst. So, yeah, there just hasn't been a good twist since Saw 2. So, in the end, Jigsaw is watchable. It's not one of the first movies I'll pick to watch. It's unoriginal in the Saw series, but it's an okay movie. It's watchable for not being as gory, so Jigsaw is okay. Thanks for watching.